Great day, everyone. This is Heidi. Today, I will be discussing a topic that is often talked about but not really openly discussed. So, what happens when the people who are supposed to protect you financially, like your own parents, treat your earnings like their personal ATM? It is a truly heartbreaking situation, and at the center of our topic today is the late actress Kim Sae. Many of you might remember her as a talented young star who sadly passed away in February, but what's recently come to light paints a devastating picture of her financial struggles, revealing a shocking truth about her relationship with her father. Imagine this, a 14-year-old girl who is just starting her life and making her own money at a young age. Now, imagine that same 14-year-old lending a massive amount of money, 500 million Korean won to her father for his business. That's exactly what happened with Kim Sae. We are talking about an amount that at the time would have been roughly equivalent to hundreds of thousands of US dollars. And the most tragic part, she reportedly never saw a single penny of it back. By the way, this isn't just a rumor circulating on social media. This information comes from a credible source, Mr. Kang of SBS Entertainment News, who reportedly obtained the actual creditor list from the Ojungbu District Court. This list, a legal document, confirms the loan made in November 2014. Now, you might be thinking, wait, a 14-year-old making such a large loan? How is that even legal? And that's a great question. In South Korea, just like in many places, legal guardians, typically parents, have the right and the responsibility to manage their child's assets. However, there's a crucial condition. They can only use that money in ways that do not harm the child's interests. If a parent makes a decision that clearly disadvantages their child financially, the child actually has the right to cancel the transaction. And the stakes are high. If a guardian misuses a child's assets without good reason, they could face a serious charges like embezzlement or breach of trust. We're talking about potential penalties of up to 5 years in prison or a hefty fine. So legally speaking, there are protections in place for children in these situations. So what happened to that 500 million Korean won Kim Sae lent to her father? Well, he reportedly used it to start a duty-free business. But sadly, that business failed and the entire investment was lost. To make matters worse, her father filed a bankruptcy in December 2020 and was discharged in March 2023. But the story isn't over. Even after his bankruptcy, her father started another business in May 2021. And once again, Kim Sae, the young breadwinner, stepped up. She reportedly used all her connections and resources to help him. But heartbreakingly, this business also failed, closing down just last year. We're talking about a restaurant that shut down before its lease was up, with the entire deposit lost due to unpaid rent and maintenance fees. This paints a picture of Kim Sae as a young woman burdened with immense financial responsibility. Throughout her life, she was reportedly the primary financial supporter for her family. We've heard reports of her working part-time jobs at flower shops and restaurants just to make ends meet, to care for her younger sibling, and even borrowing money from acquaintances. Her known debt are exceeding 1.2 billion won. That's over $1 million US. The reports list a shocking number of individuals she borrowed from. 200 million won from 2 members of a popular idol group, another 100 million won from a singer friend, 20 million won in 2 installments from another singer, and even significant sums from other celebrities who confided in her about her financial struggles. It has also been reported that a large sum she borrowed from an idol rapper was deposited into her family's bank account. Even the 50 million won deposit for the rental home where she lived was borrowed from an executive. And in a final heartbreaking details, she even borrowed 60 million won from her management agency last year for surgery and hospital expenses. However, in March, her family has responded to some of these reports through Garocero YouTube channel, and they are denying it, and then they also said that we never took any living expenses from Seron. This story is a stark reminder of the complex and sometimes devastating realities that can exist within families, especially when fame and finances are involved. It raises important questions about financial literacy, legal protections for minors, and the immense pressures that some youngsters face. What are your thoughts on this heartbreaking situation? Have you ever witnessed or experienced similar to it?